All right, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the line tool, but we're going to look at different ways we can join lines together, right? Because if I just draw like this, I'm just drawing single lines. But what if I want to draw, something like this, right? And that's there, but you can see these don't really join up. So I'm going to show you ways that you can use different ways of joining. Okay. The first one is going to be just what I'm showing you here. I'm going to space this out just so you can see what it's doing, and then we'll do one that's connected in. So for example, let's just move this out here. Let's do something like this. If I grab both of these, so I'm going to use the white arrow tool. I'm going to select this anchor, right? And this anchor, I just drew a box around it. And I go to Object, Path, Join, or Command J. You can see it actually joined them. Right? So this wasn't perfectly straight, so it looks a little kind of crooked that's there. So why is that useful? Well, that's useful if, so I'm drawing another line. Let's do another line. And I think I'm right on the edge here, and I draw something like this. But you can see because they're just two lines, it's not forming a nice connection. But if I go Object, Path, Join, you can see now I have a nice point that's here. And I could do the same thing if, let's line these up. Let's see. Right, it's going to tell me there it is. Let's select those. Command J. Ooh, I got to do them separately. That's right. There we go. I can't do more than two things at a time. But now you can see I've joined them up, and now it's all one shape as if I just drew a triangle, which is a pretty nice function. Now you can also do it, not that way. You can also do it if you just wanted, you were drawing something out like this and you're like, I want those to connect because I'm doing a more complex shape, right? So I could make these connect. And there I have it. Now those are two, kind of random lines, but it allowed me to create these without having to draw it, without trying to really kind of guess it. It connects them for me, which is a really nice way. So again, that's Object, Path, and Join. Okay, so the next way we can join is, let's just do, right? I'm just doing these at 45 degrees like this. And I want to make that into a triangle. So we need to get our join tool. So let's see, it's not in, and by default, right? So I just have the default ones on here. By default, the join tool is not within here, which is a shame because it's actually a really useful tool. So I prepped that originally so I can show you how to add it. So I'm going to click on these little three dots that are here, and we're going to scroll down to find the join tool right here. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to drag it, and let's just drag it in its own little box that's there. And you can do this with anything. So if you wanted any of these other things, you could always kind of use the three dots to do that. Okay, so here's my join tool. I'm going to select these 2 points, and with the join tool, I'm just going to draw an arc around it. Did you see it? If you missed it, I'm going to do it 2 more times. I'm going to select it, drag across. I'm going to select it, drag across, and there's my perfectly formed shape. Okay, pretty nice. So let's take a look at another way you can do it. So let's say you wanted kind of a square shape, but it was kind of wonky, and that's the way you wanted it. Again, I'm going to use the join tool, drag across those 2 spots. I'm going to hold the Command or Control key down if you're coming from a PC to reselect them again, because it only works when things are selected. And this is going to give me trouble. Oh, it didn't. So now I have my drawn shape. Right? And I could work with all the different kind of stroke alignments that we looked at before. I can make it smaller. So that is using the join tool, which by default you have to add, or using Object, Path, Join.